The gathering of wealth is one of the worst kinds of idolatry. No idol is so destructive as the worship of money. When fate gives us a lemon, we should try to make lemonade. The former gets the oyster, the latter is always satisfied with the shell. Always be the first. Remember this important rule. Expenses should always be within your income. Trifles often have big consequences. There are moments in everyone's life when it is revealed whether they are slag or pure gold. In a critical situation, this is determined by the decision he makes. When you want something very badly, the law of attraction comes into play. Positive attracts positive, remember that well. The person who doesn't do what they are told and the person who does no more than what they are told will never make it to the top. Any thought that establishes itself in the mind immediately begins to materialize in the most appropriate, practical way. The older I get, the less I pay attention to what people say. Instead, I observe what they do. The wounds to our honor are self-inflicted. A person who has mastered his consciousness is able to own everything to which he is entitled. Anything worth having in life is worth working for. It is the duty of rich people to set an example of modesty and not be arrogant. Do more. The horse that is ahead of its rivals by a head wins the race. Excess wealth is a sacred burden that imposes on its possessor the duty to dispose of it during his life in such a way that the wealth benefits society. Believe in yourself, and you will succeed in everything. What we used to call laziness is actually a lack of motivation. I believe that everyone who has the means to do so, even if it is his last money, should take a trip around the world. A wise person is always a convinced optimist. Sometimes it happens that a frivolous beginning has very significant consequences. A word, a look, a hint, an accidental emphasis in speech can affect the fate of a person and even a whole country. Only the very brave would dare to say that none of this matters. People who are unable to motivate themselves must settle for mediocrity, no matter how impressive their talents may be. The average person puts only 25% of their energy and ability into their work. The world takes its hat off to those who put out more than 50% of their abilities and stands on its head for those few and rare souls who devote 100s. One day you may find that very dollar on the sidewalk and not know that it is the universe that happens to have answered your dream. Concentrate your energy, your thoughts, and your capital. A wise man puts all his eggs in one basket and watches carefully. It is not possible to become a great leader to someone who wants to do everything himself or take all the credit for what he has done. Wealth is no exception. Free cheese is only in a mousetrap. May it sound cliché, but it is so. If you intend to come to success and wealth without changing the way you live your life, let me disappoint you. Remember, friends, success is the best answer to critics. Let your accomplishments speak louder than anyone else's words. As Andrew Carnegie said, the best way to answer people who speak ill of you is to prove them wrong by your deeds. Apply this wisdom to your life. Focus on your goals, improve, and succeed. Let your actions overshadow any negative chatter. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our GreatsQuotes channel. Share this wisdom with your friends. Together we can make the world a little better.